As a shortstop, having played beside Ron Santo, I would also have to say, when you mentioned the name Ron Santo, I really think about his defense and his range. Ron Santo was a great defensive third baseman, made my job so much easier at shortstop because he covered so much ground.
I was hitting like 205. We were in San Francisco. Ronnie was hitting 325, and one morning he'd go in the bathroom, and he left the door open this time. I got up and I looked in, and he was giving himself an injection. So I said, Ron, we got some problems here. He said, what are you talking about? He says, do you see what I'm hitting and what you're hitting? Wherever that is, get some more needles, because I'm going to start taking those injections myself. He should be in the Hall of Fame. It's just a shame that we never had a chance to play in the playoffs of the World Series.
You know, he has great numbers. He has better numbers than some of the guys that are in the Hall of Fame. And I think, I don't know. I mean, when you think about the career he had being a diabetic, to me, that should automatically put him in because he was playing with a handicap.
We're done!
In those days, nobody knew what diabetes was all about. I didn't have a glucometer like they have today. I had to go by how I felt. I had to know my symptoms, which I did, and when I'd feel a symptom where my blood sugar was dropping, I would have a candy bar in the dugout. It took me like 4 years to acclimate to day ball, to night ball, to traveling, the change of hours, when I took my insulin. I did this all on my own. I did go to the Cub doctor. I said to Doc that I wish he'd keep it to himself. I want to prove I could play baseball with diabetes. I said, I don't know of anybody that has, so I'd appreciate it if you would keep it between you and I. I had a reaction twice. First one was against Bill Singer in Chicago, and Billy Williams was up, and it was about, believe it or not, it was about 3:30. It was a quick ball game, a 1-0 ball game. We had runners at first and second, Billy hitting with 2 outs, bottom of the ninth. And he's up there, and he's fouling pitches off. So I'm kind of kneeling down, and I'm looking at the scoreboard, and all of a sudden, there was another scoreboard and another scoreboard. And I kind of blinked my eyes, and I go, oh, no. I mean, this is a reaction, but this was like a 15-minute reaction. This was one that was going to drop my sugar, and I knew it. And so I'm looking at Billy, and I see 3 Billies, and I'm going, oh, gosh. I'm hoping he strikes out so I can go back and get a candy bar and something to drink. He fouls the cup, ends up walking. I walked to the plate, and I saw Bill Singer, and a big guy, standing right, 3 of them, one on top of the other. I just picked the middle guy, and I said, I'm going to take that ball. This sounds unbelievable, but it's true. I was going to swing it 3 pitches, just swing. First pitch, boom.
That's a well-hit ball. Deep to center. Back. High. A grand slammer for Santo.
I hit a grand slam home run. The Cubs were giving me a day in 1971. So if there was going to be proceeds that were given to a charity, I thought it was time to let the fans know, the public know, that I was a diabetic. When I got out of baseball in '74, I got a phone call from Juvenile Diabetes Foundation. And he said, we'd like you to come aboard. And I said, I'd love to. And that's how my walkathon got started, to raise money to find a cure. My walk to cure diabetes is on October 15th, and you can help today at Jiffy Lube. While you're getting an oil change, just make a donation for a paper sneaker just like this. All proceeds go directly to the Juvenile Diabetes Foundation. In exchange, you'll get $4 off your next oil change, or a handsome photo of yours truly, or this glove with my name on it. Walgreens is going to make a $100 donation to my walkathon for JDRF. Well, I'll tell you, JDRF is going to be, with the discipline we've been having early in the season, they're going to make a lot of money, find the cure for diabetes.
Established in the early 1970s, the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation is a national charitable organization dedicated to finding a cure for the disease which affects over 20 million Americans. Over the last 30 years, Ron Santo has raised over $50 million for the JDRF. Since 1976, he has held an annual walkathon in Chicago, which last year raised $4 million for the foundation.